Hello, welcome to BlackOut Gaming TV 2. We're on week 6 on Gravel Pit. Today I'm joined by Asadwarf, and we are watching Strong Opinions versus Fair Enough. How are you doing, Asa?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me here. It's my debut cast. It's going to be one to remember, I'm sure.
Well, I felt it would be good to have you on, seeing as you're not really an active player anymore.
I've got better things to do than play this stupid video game. Casting it, however, I'm going the way of Billo. I'm going from playing to casting.
Aren't you on the wrong side of England? You're like in the east, aren't you? You need to go all the way to Ireland to become Bulo.
Oh man, which I don't know. It's worth considering. Perhaps if I go live with him, he can teach me his ways.
Or on how to drop.
No, I can already do that myself. I'm in how to cast.
We can't be any worse than some players that we are very familiar with.
Oh, I'm hoping for a lot of droppers today. I'm hoping for some really beautiful drops. Oh my god, like ones that make me shed a tear.
Well, maybe this is the experiment game. We'd see some great ones, but I don't know. I don't know if ceejaey is a big dropper.
I'm not too sure either, really. I mean, I watched their pre-game match, Strong Opinions, very secretly. It was naughty of me, and he got a sick Uber-sort kill. I don't remember him dropping at all, though.
So this pre-warm-up game, that was against Stack, right?
Yeah. It was stacked with Husky and Heavy, so it looked like a pretty comfortable win for Strong Opinions, to be honest. Yeah, they had their shit together. They were just, playing as a big clump, just deathballing it. As soon as they got an opening, they were suddenly swarming all over Stack. Taking the roof pretty easily and blocking the doorways on the attacking third too. So yeah, it was easy.
Strong Opinions quite easy then against Fair Enough.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon this is easy 6 points for Strong Opinions, but I have been informed by Heartfart that Enough do have a secret strategy for offense. So we'll have to see what that is. I'm excited.
It could just be something absolutely stupid though that's not going to work. It could be kind of like Russian level strats.
Isn't it? Yeah, exactly.
Although looking at it on the saloon.tf page, Australians are 90.4% bet on, and Fair Enough are only 9.6%. So surely everyone else, I think, agrees that Strong Opinions are going to take this. And actually, teams are looking for the 6 points, as it should either one of them a playoff spot, if I'm correct.
Yes, unless rumour is correct and there are only 3 playoff spots, but we're not sure yet. We're not sure. I've only heard whispers that there might only be 3 playoff spots.
Mr. Ceejaey killing Highlander all over again.
Ceejaey's Christmas surprise. Merry Christmas, everyone, from ETF2L.
What? More hands and more Highlander killing. Sounds like Ceejaey.
So do you reckon this is going to be an easy win for Strong Opinions, or are you going to back Fair Enough for the sake of some...
Well, the last few weeks, my predictions haven't been that strong. Haha. I would to say strong... I could make a Strong Opinions pun.
Yeah, I think you just did. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I bet a few times on like Fair Enough to beat the experiment on Steel, and that didn't work. And I think I bet on the experiment, or even Wasp, to beat the experiment because they got a really quick cap on Badwater. But no, Strong Opinions, I think, have been a really strong team this season, so I'll also bet on them, unless I'm wrong and I jinx it and Fair Enough to take the 6 points. But Strong Opinions have been really strong as a team, so I think
if they lose, they'll blame you. It's gonna be your fault now. Well done.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Yeah, they've got all the talent in the right place. Whereas Fair Enough are a bit more of a mixed bag. But we are going live. But Fair Enough defending first and Strong Opinions attacking. See how they set up.
So just quick run through the rosters on Strong Opinions. We've got Toast on Spy, Cloudy is sniping, ceejaey will be the Medic Man or Papa Carlos, Asaaj will be playing Engineer, Emilio on Heavy, Orf will be playing Demo, Steve Panda with his name in the wrong way round, that could be a minor warning, on Pyro, Raptor is on Soldier, and Thalash is on Scout. Why don't you go through the Fair Enough roster, Asa?
So on Fair Enough, we've got Clark on Scouts, we've got Hartz on Soldier, we have Skyro on Pyro, Disky on Demo, piddox on Heavy, we have Mint on Engineer, ceejaey on Medic, Blooddrunk on Sniper, and the one and only Vild Jack on Spy.
Now I'm quickly checking what both teams are running, and I can see ceejaey's running Uber, but I was maybe hoping it'd be very something weird. Maybe it's just the first thing for run up on offense.
Yeah, both teams running Uber, very standard.
We had our first pick of the game, so I'm actually taking out piddox. Well, at least it looked like it. Do you know, it was a spy dead ringing. I've really been tricked out by a spy.
Oh, and Cloudy goes down to try and peek out of long there. So it looked like they were just kind of running out the tunnels, trying to get a sense of where exactly they were holding. They've never really committed to that. However, ceejaey did go down. I didn't notice that.
I don't know, was that a drop already? Is ceejaey?
It must have been a drop. Oh dear, ceejaey. You missed a big dropper. Oh, no one was suspecting it that early. Wow.
Almost like the UFC fight last night.
I didn't watch it, I'm afraid.
Well, meanwhile, we can see that Strong Opinions have captured A quite happily. They're going to slowly, I think, rotate round on to C.
It was
C Toast is already going to play.
The medic. Oh, they pop early out. Looks like they're going to use this just to probe a bit and then really focus on that roof.
He usually take a lot of damage. He's down to 65.
They bait the heavy onto the floor. Pushes the sniper and takes him down. Piddox playing around the rock. Completely solo. Look at this. He takes out the medic too. What a beast. It's a 3k from Piddox right now, who literally just jumped on top of the enemy combo, down from the roof. That was unbelievable. Big play from Piddox.
What happened to these big calls from Clappy that he was going to snipe a disc here lot?
There's nothing so far, but we're only about a minute and a half into the match, so there's still some hope. But yeah, Cody was saying pre-game he's going to snipe a disc, I quote, lots. But I suppose that's who they feel is the real threat. And they're coming out again, they're coming out from short this time as opposed to long.
Clappy's running the muck in that episode.
They've got no jumpers coming out.
Meanwhile,
goes in for the bomb. When he takes down ceejaey.
and Uber actually comes out from invades from Skeej. I guess that was to prevent any play with disadvantage.
Yeah, I suppose they've got nothing to lose, so they might as well pop in that situation, I suppose. But yeah, that was big from Hartz. Like, a lot of the time you shouldn't give up that roof unless you're really certain you can get something done, and with Emilio distracted and Steve Panda down, that's the perfect time to go for a bomb on ceejaey.
Get shat on for Carlos.
Now they're decided to come out of long, they're alternating, long shot, long shot. Oh, they've committed their medic, they're really working on these rocks. Raptors on the roof. So they're going to win this roof fight this time. Oh, but Hartz jumps on too.
You've also got 3 players on top of the roof, but actually everyone jumped off the roof.
Actually, they've all jumped off now.
They've all jumped off, but they're slowly trying to get cap time on to B.
Yeah, they are, they're doing quite well. They need to think about rotating to that other side, because I don't think they're going to get a lot done at this angle from rocks. Maybe worth rotating around to the other side.
Corp does take down Mint Sentry though.
And here they come now, Steve Panda's rotated around behind them with a big flank. There we go, that's exactly what they needed.
ceejaey's actually run away now to the AB tunnel connector.
They're going to chase him down, it looks like. Oh, he needs to just run. Oh, ceejaey. Wow, I can't believe he survived that. ceejaey's a lucky boy. And out comes the combo now from short.
Skeej is actually taken down during that exchange of players. Cloudy finally taken out Bloodrunk. Raptors taken out Piddox on top of the roof. Means they have that roof control. Should be an easy cap.
Now.
Cleaning up the frags is going to be, I assume, I don't think they're going to overextend or push too quickly. They've got heals, they've got player advantage, they need to just walk on to C.
Yeah, I mean a lot of teams go a bit too early while their caps are still capping B. Let's see how they do it. Yeah, they're coming in very early again.
ceejaey getting fourth, coming in through 1.
Yeah, they've got the space now, they've got an opening, they just get people on that point.
Bloodrunk goes down. Big exchange of players. Strong Opinion shooting the majority of combo. ceejaey narrowly escaping with 40 health.
It's only 3 up for the red team. They're going to get this point. That was very good from Strong Opinions.
Big place on the flank, actually. And it's going to be 4 minutes and 12 seconds for Strong Opinions. I didn't think it would go that well.
That was good. I mean, they failed. You know, that was perhaps their 4th push that worked on B. But that's the thing you just have to do on grapple. You have to keep up that tempo and keep just pushing. It doesn't matter if your medic dies too much on offense. You just have to get out loads and loads of pushes, and eventually one of them will work because you'll catch them by surprise. And you manage to take roof control. And then pushing C, they really got that. They really synchronised it perfectly with the Uber coming out from the combo, creating a little pocket of space, which then meant once the flanker cap B, their flankers get straight onto that C cap with that space the combo created with the Uber. And it's quite unfortunate from, fair enough, it looked like they were holding quite close to the enemy combo, so They lost a couple of players when that Uber was popped as well.
Originally, I thought that was really strong. They denied quite a few pushes, and I thought, oh, you know, it's inside information that we have. Fair enough, are doing pretty well. They're holding off. They've got this strong defense, and it just crumbled.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just. I mean, I suppose it all comes down to that roof control, doesn't it?
And it's right. Ski's going to be running crits. This is potentially their weird, crazy
Oh
strat.
my!
Because I noticed he was 100% Uber for quite a while. He was at 50 and CJ was already at 100%, and I thought, well, there's no reason they couldn't be at 100. But maybe
Nice
the call
detective
was
work
made.
there.
The call was made to swap to crit,
So
and the crit is going to come out.
Oh, goes down to the
goes
stickies.
down.
That's right. It's only hard spots.
CJ ends up
And
putting
the
as
Uber
well.
comes out. That's really good. That's good. That's what they want. When we're using.
Strong Opinions dropping only Raptor in that push. It's a really strong defense from them.
Oh,
Whereas,
the Uber did come out.
yeah, fair enough. Going down to only one player on Billjack, who will probably be taken down as well. Oh,
Yes,
why?
it's a full wipe, boys. I'd say, I don't know, if I was using crits on offense, I'd say that's quite successful, honestly, just getting that Uber exchange out. See if they're still using crits now. No, they're switched back to minigun. Okay.
Looks like the combo's going to be pushing A? Maybe they're going to go A.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go through C. This is something that you don't see so much nowadays, to be honest, isn't it? Combo rotating through. Can't
Normally
see
combo
it.
just keeps pushing B and you hope for a flank maybe. I mean, I see quite a lot of snipers now. Go through C, go 1 or 2 and just kind of pick that medic or
Yeah, exactly.
sending a spiker, especially with all our kind of prominent gun spies just hitting 102s for days.
So their combo has been called. Let's see how Strong Opinions react. And their combo, Strong Opinions combo is coming up to the chokes now, so they've noticed and they've reacted to this push from C.
Bloodrunk literally just walking out and then he's going, maybe not, let's let our combo push first. I can see Corv is holding close to 1, but the combo's going to be coming out 2.
Yeah,
They
that's the way
use
to do it.
really early. Really far away from the sentry.
That's
They gotta
okay,
get something off.
they've got this space now, they just need to focus on getting the roof. It'd be nice if their flank would come in as well, but it looks like a lot of their flank classes are dicking around door 1 and not really managing to break through. Piddox, however, Piddox and Clark have got a lot of ground.
Yeah, Piddock's making big strides, but he's just going to be easily taken out. Sentry
Yeah.
does go down, which gets rebuilt, but and now that he leaves fair enough stuck on C, and they don't have B yet. So you can see a mid sentry's been put
Yeah.
up by Mint.
It's
That's
not
going to
safe
start
for them
denying
medically
some
standing there
corners.
at all. Really need to switch around. They've got stickies coming behind them from Corv, blocking their escape.
Well, the
Looks like
attempt
they're going to get
of it.
pinched here. But what they were really missing when they were pushing through C then was that they need their flank to come in through that door 2. Coming through door 1 is useless. It's perfectly fine popping through door 2 because you can just use the Uber to get that space, and once you've got that space you can get roof control, and then the point normally collapses. Using the Uber aggressively to enemy combo is kind of like jumping the gun a little bit, pushing gravel pit B. It is better just to use it to get space.
Yeah, they seem to pop at GSQ's spot, and they didn't make any safe. And
Yeah.
even now that sentry's going to stay up. Doesn't look like it. Actually, it does eventually go down. This key finally takes out a sentry, as it
I
immediately
mean-
gets rebuilt by Asaj.
I can't
CJ
believe
goes
they're doing
down.
this well, yeah. So that
Asaj
really did.
goes down. The sentry goes down.
I mean, Ceejaey's still stuck by door 2, and he's by himself too. That really did feel like they didn't have any ideas of what to do, so they were like, okay, we will just push through door 1, let's see what we can get done. And actually worked out really well for them. Skeej surfing away from the rocket, being chased by the scout through door 2. Oh, there's no way he's getting out of that. Skeej goes down. However, they do have passes on B now. It looks like they're going to get this.
Yeah, it almost seemed like that one Skeej pick pulled them all away. I mean, Skeej does very late in that push, so he's at a massive disadvantage compared to CJ. But it just allowed Piddox to walk onto the point along with Clark.
Yeah, they're really going to have to go for C straight away if they're going to win this round. I mean, the fact that Strong Opinions can just jump at this point now and deny it means
It's
that
actually
they've
going
lost.
to be Corv that denies the point, and I don't think... No, it's impossible,
No, it's impossible
for
now.
Farah to take this. So there's inside information I received from an anonymous German who said fair enough had a stronger offense. No, it looks like Strong Opinions will take this round and
Who's
secure at least
strong
3
enough?
points.
It's fair opinions versus strong enough on BlackOut Gaming TV.
I think there'll be different fair opinions. Very PC.
Yeah,
PC, bro?
exactly.
Just for the team top sides, why do you think fair enough
Mission begins
to
in
capture?
60 seconds.
quick enough.
I mean, they only got 2 pushes out, really. 2 proper pushes. The first one I don't think counts because that was kind of a suicide wave of crits. And it is like the fact that they were pushing from C really slowed them down because it meant that it takes longer between all of their pushes. So whereas they got 2 pushes out onto B, whereas Strong Opinions got 4, perhaps 5. I think going from C wasn't the best idea. And then once their push from C failed, it looked like they kind of ran out of ideas and weren't sure what to do. So they kind of just sat around when they had 3 players down. When I can't, they were very fortunate that it worked out so well. I think that's the main reason that it didn't work out very well.
If anything, it seems like they just kind of choked on a few of their pushes and just didn't. I don't know. It was definitely that push when they decided, okay, we rotate A through C. There's nothing wrong with that push, but the Uber got off, and was the fact that they popped from 2. It seems like such a weird spot to pop from because you have to get all that ground covered to get behind on their combo. Whereas at least even from 1, at least it's gonna just down behind the house. But
yeah, exactly. So what teams normally do is they'll pop through 2 and they'll use that Uber on their soldier and their demo and get them straight onto the roof while they're being flashed. Or they'll use Uber from 1 and use their Uber combo as a distraction so they can get loads of flank classes in through 2. And those players who then can't start spreading out and creating like a bit of a crossfire. Kind of did neither. They popped through 2 of their combo. No one really got onto the roof. And they had their soldier and I think their pyro and some other classes that won. You couldn't break in at all because they were being pinned down by that sentry.
yeah, there wasn't any focus on the sentry, and I think piddox dropped to the floor as well. And I think Adiski was left by himself to focus that sentry.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm going to take a look at the logs.
I'm on a gamble that Orb did quite a lot of damage on defense.
I think Piddox played well. Piddox had a big play jumping off that roof onto the enemy combo.
Well, I saw that will show up
Got a
at
huge
the kill streak.
Oh yeah, the big Piddox, he's got the best KAD. Well, on fair enough.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So just as we ready up, we will quickly check the logs just to see how it may shape it later. I can see Corv did top damage, only 3k damage, and I can't really call out for. Look at that lack of damage in a 4-minute game. But now it looks like, yeah, it was Corv and Raptor topping the damage, followed by Diski. It was actually a drop by Diski, the 1 drop. Ceejaey didn't drop,
Mission begins in 30
so
seconds.
not as juicy as would have liked. Heals themselves were pretty much to say there's not much difference between the 2. Number of charges coming out from both medics.
So we're starting the second round now in 15 seconds. Strong opinions on defense. I like how both teams are kind of doing the standard hold on B. That's, I don't know, it's almost refreshing with
10 seconds.
so many teams trying to do quirky, dumb stuff. That's a lot of the reason why I think that on this map people feel like, oh yeah, the underdog always wins. It's just because, you know, teams like Highlander and Chess Club did stupid stuff, didn't they? Like Season 8. Not so much about Season 7, whichever one it was. Like holding close to the chokes, just holding on the platform. This
Right.
holding behind shadows is definitely the best, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a strong position, as we're actually going to see, fair enough, immediately push out through A, just going to completely dismiss that B push. Ski isn't running crit, he's going to be running Uber again. And I think maybe they're going to go through 1 this time, maybe, I think because push through 2 didn't work, maybe they should try pushing through 1, or at least not, choke.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they've been called. Oh, they've been noticed now. Toast just noticed them coming in to see.
Kind of stuck out, they've got a Wrangled Sentry watching. Meanwhile, really strong hold for Wrong Opinions on the roof. They've got Emilio's up there, wearing his potassium bonnet. I love that hat so much.
Emilio looks gorgeous. Look at that loadout. He's a beautiful man.
But no, it's just, it seems to be a strong hold. You've got a King by Steve Panda.
Look
but
at that. Oh, wait, what's this?
Division
They've got fair enough, I've got a teleport entrance from AC connector into the tunnels. This is a big flank, huge rotation. This must be the secret strategy that fair enough are talking about. So they're hoping to have tricked strong opinions into thinking they're pushing from C, and now they've rotated. I don't think it's worked though, because the whole of strong opinions seems to be looking at their combo. The Ubers have been exchanged.
The Sentry goes down though, and the Uber comes Ceejaey as well as Siege. Who fades first? We're going to see Hartz go down, Raptor goes down. It's a big exchange of players. I think it's actually a pause. Got a pause at the end of that push.
My god, my first pause while casting, I'm so excited.
So what we saw there is a Sentry immediately got focused, taken down. Ubers themselves were exchanged kind of similar times. There were lots of flashing from both teams. One thing I can quickly see from our camera is...
Can you see piddox and toast?
I can see piddox and Toast. Toast about to get a very juicy stab.
No, I think piddox is going to turn around. I've got faith in him. Then, oh, actually, who's going to get the kill on piddox? Is it going to be Emilio or is it going to be Toast?
I mean, Emilio could also be spamming away at Bloodrunk, but Bloodrunk could also get the pick on
that's
Emilio.
true. What do you reckon? Place your bets.
Oh, pick just
Maxi.
says 1,000 words. I think Toast will get backstabbed, and I think Emilio will get the assist.
Okay, right. I reckon Emilio's got the kills. Piddox is on 65 health. Come on, Emilio. He's got this. It's a pretty sticky situation. Poor Piddox. But yeah, Corv, Cloudy, and Raptor from Strong Opinions going down. That's a demo, the soldier, and the sniper. So there's a lot of their key classes. You know, there's a lot of
There's
their
some
best players
big
going
power
down there.
classes.
Meanwhile, Clark is blocking their escape. I reckon, fair enough. I've got this point. D-skill on the roof too.
I think depending on how they play after the unboards, because after an unboards it's always really awkward, because you're not back in the game. Everyone takes a second or two to kind of figure out where they are, what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Tell you what might stop Emilio getting that kill. The fact that Blood... Oh! And we're back in the game. Who's going down? Emilio got the kill on Piddox. There we go.
And a lot of the players go down from each side.
I mean, has CJ managed to get out? It looks like it, yes.
He's
oh no, he
fighting
hasn't.
against
Oh,
the
he's
D-ski.
gone down
he
against the
gets
D-ski.
fight.
Oof. So it's almost a full
Clean
wipe.
Toast.
Thalash is
That's
still
very
trying to
good
fight
speed.
outside though, in the front yard. Wow, that was huge play from Thalash. The only player up, he managed to get the enemy medic. That's really impressive from him. And it looks like Strong Opinions is going to try block this, or at least delay the capture. Raptor's committed though. He's jumped on the roof and he's spamming the point. With no heals, it looks like they might be able to do some work here. Piddox goes down.
The hearts go down as well. Just another big players from this push, but it looks like that fair enough is gonna pick up the cap.
Yeah,
They're
fair
2.5
enough. Players
minutes
need
in.
to get outside, don't they?
It's 2.5 minutes in. It's still a decent enough time. They just need to capture C within 2 minutes, and it'll be rivaling what Strong Opinions got. So right now, as we watch the cap, or the as I have verbal diarrhea, we're gonna watch fair enough
Disgusting.
push verbal diarrhea push on to C. The score is currently 2-0 to Strong Opinions after attacking and defending with
Well,
a
one
quick
round.
time. One round, but I should say 2-0. I mean, you could say also 3-0, 3 points. Strong
I see,
Opinions.
fair enough, yep. Yes, the cap B in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Now, they would be going for a cap on C, but it's like a lot of fair enough players are currently dead.
A lot of their big power classes. Risky dying quite late. That means they can't push it with their demo, especially on a map like Gravel Pit.
So, they're committing to pushing from B, it looks like, the combo from fair enough, which is interesting. So what that bit does, it gives you less ways to get into the point, because you've only got 2 doors and they're not so spread out, but puts your combo and where you Uber really close to that tower, means you don't have to walk so far, as opposed to coming out door 4 or door 3. So
Yep.
it has its advantages, and if they can work these, get their sniper standing in 1 or 2, work really well. So they pop the Uber, they come through now. Yeah, they're getting their combo straight up onto that tower, which is what you really need to do with that Uber, so they can just start wrecking havoc.
But
Uber-
CJ does pop his Uber, and that's gonna just defend that point. They've got such a strong hold on top of that point. You need to jump at it with an Uber. Adiski looks like he's slowly trying to climb that tower with his 60-odd healthy head and just gets shut down by Skepta.
Yeah, it looks like only half a fair enough committed then, honestly. It looks like as soon as Strong Opinion pop the Uber, a lot of their classes backed out, and so only a couple climbing that tower.
Well,
Well,
he's
wait,
just going to build his Uber first. He's at 80% now. CJ's only at 50. A lot faster building from Ski. Is it because he's running grits? No, he's still running Uber. If they play this advantage well enough, they've got Uber now. Only
Definitely,
builds
and here
up
they
this one
come.
down.
And then they brought the demo of the soldier in for the Uber. The soldier jumps the point, but he doesn't get Uber, he's gonna die.
Hearts fails.
Oh wow.
Ski his headshot, and Skeech goes down as well. It's a terrible push, fair enough.
Yeah, I can't believe it. The medic dropped to Cloudy.
A
That was
strong
very
position,
unfortunate.
and just that drop combined with them just losing all their players really. And they had like 50% advantage. I think maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
Viljack on the tower. Oh, and he goes down. He always got a pick on the on Emilio or CJ. I like how they're all holding on this tower, and they've all got their backs turned to door 4 and door 5. Fair enough, good from there, but they're just not using those other flank routes at all. Like Strong Opinions have got the dispenser and the teleport and stuff set up all over the point.
Yeah, I just see Bloodstrike get picked by Cloudy, and I think maybe this is time to send some of your flank classes round through A. You've only got Flash loosely holding round 4, but what stops you from sending... I mean, a sniper is such a strong class based on this map, you could easily even just fully charge a body shot and just pick CJ quite easily. He's just holding on that kind of backside of C.
Yeah, if they wanted to use a teleport like they tried to with pushing B, I think now would be the time to use it, rotating when you're pushing C, especially if you're on crits. If they crits from 4 or from 5 in this situation, while the enemy's back to turn, that would be brutal, that would.
I think this time is definitely going to be slightly slower than Strong Opinions after we've been sat here for a minute, and actually the Uber does come out, not fair enough. We're going to see only Viljack go down on the offense, jumping from Heart. This
They
thing gets
can't
taken down.
get that sentry down.
They just cannot get rid of that sentry, and a huge amount of players get picked off. Siege does survive, his full health, gets picked out onto B, whereas 5-6 players, fair enough, went down the push. Another really successful hold from Indians.
Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. Viljack's climbing the tower now. Let's see if he can get anything. Oh, he gets caught out again. It's such a cluster of players halfway up that tower. It's very hard for him to climb up there and get any picks. He's also quite frustrated. But
I also see
yeah.
what they're trying to do. Throw bodies at the point, try and jump, try and get something. Most of what you have to do is... But the thing is you have to jump over the tower to get to any of their safe classes. Trying to get to where CJ is just kind of holding that. And actually it's fair enough.
They have
rotated
rotated
round. Straight round to 4. Just deciding as a Disky and Hearts getting down, and piddox get picked as well.
Oh, he got a big push from the Strong Opinions flank with a cottage. Oh, and they back out. They whip out from that
And
fight.
CJ actually gets picked by... Oh! Makes a big rush in through 5. Ran up the tower and just a few shots
Oh,
down.
that's huge. That's really great.
That gives them a huge advantage. All of fair enough power classes are now up. All you have to do is get them across, ski, jump up the array, get heals on everyone, and they should maybe we'll just focus that sentry and just kind of finish this cap.
Yeah, I'm surprised Anubis hasn't rotated that sentry to face the other chokes. Because the sentry was really denying them. They were coming from 1 and 2. That maybe perhaps that suicide wave wouldn't have been so effective if that sentry had been facing all the chokes. Oh, Viljack drops down. Viljack takes the teleport. He's half a tower. Oh, he can't get a
Uber
pick, but he's
comes
still
out.
alive.
Uber goes nowhere. Disky jumps the tower as well. Focusing the dispenser and the teleporter. I don't. Maybe he was trying to get salvage something out of it. Sentry still stays up, whereas Ski did survive that push, so he gets that line. But fair enough, once again dropping a lot of players in that Uber.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, CJ's getting killed in a lot of these pushes. Perhaps they're just really overcommitting for that pick, and then hoping they can go with the advantage. But it does feel like they're having a bit more success now that they're pushing from A, 3, 4, and 5. What I'd like to see is like a suicide wave between the pushes both. So
One thing I've noticed is CJ has actually swapped to the quick fix.
yeah, that's a smart move.
Just to kind of soak healed up on that tower.
Oh, but he goes down. He gets body shot by Blood Drunk.
Channeling his inner Juju.
And now Cloudy's gone down too, so they're all just going to walk through this choke confidently. This could be it. This could be fair enough to push. They've got the combo climbing the tower.
Uber's really faded. They climb up the tower.
Strong Opinions. Deep is
Amelia
trying to
goes
work
down.
corners.
Big plays.
It's only 4 up for Strong Opinions, but they've still got that sentry up. Oh, but Anubis goes down.
Sentry goes down low.
Thomas gets a
Toast
cheeky
goes
kill on
down.
piddox. Raptor's going to jump the point, but is he going to get there in time?
Big reflex. No air shot.
There's nothing he can do.
And it's going to be a 9-minute and 35-second cap time.
Which is a very, very long time for Gravel Pit. Pressure's really going to be on for Fair Enough now. So they were very fortunate getting that pick on CJ before that last push, the body shot from Blood Drunk. I believe it was...
I just opened up the point, just allowed them just to kind of walk in, especially with that Uber. I think CJ dropping. I don't know. I don't know who main calls for Strong Opinions, but if it's CJ, it's oh I've been shot, or even someone calling oh CJ's down. That kind of spins players. It makes them go oh wait we've lost our medic. I think that then allowed the Uber. Oh there's Uber. Oh we didn't hear comms. I'm making assumptions that everyone panicked and flailed about and went,
The sniper,
Okay.
the red sniper being down too, I think, probably made a pretty big impact because they walked through the chokes really confidently that time, whereas they were only sort of half committing for some of the pushes. People
Yeah,
backing
no
out
sniper,
early,
no
stuff like
medic.
that.
So 9 minutes and 35 seconds. Could this be the 6 points required for Strong Opinions to reach playoffs?
The sentry's in an aggressive spot from Min. I suppose it's there to stop suiciders jumping from the short tunnel. It's on the small health kit.
It also prevents your players, such as Raptor,
Oh,
and
Hartz and
Thor,
a D-ski being
double
very
bit on.
aggressive early on.
Thorpe actually craters, and 4 players from Strong Opinions go down in that push. Meanwhile, fair enough, only use a Disky and Viljack.
Yeah, the only pick's really worth getting a suicide wave like that before you've capped A is normally the medic and the NG, so fair enough, it's still probably quite relaxed.
And I don't think Strong Opinions will be worrying too much either. They've got just under 9 minutes, which means they could, in theory, win at least 2 technically offences if you go by their first round performance.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
We're gonna sit. Just trying to go another. They got play.
Oh, the
Raptor
biggest
trying to
bomb
use
from
the
Raptor gets
device.
shut down.
Get shat on, kid.
Maybe you should watch Hartz Fartz's biggest position tutorial.
And there's Kyle taking out Blood Drunk. That allows him to walk a little bit, hold a little bit further forward.
Cloudy's alone in long tunnel, trying to fight a D-ski by himself, and he goes down.
He got some mad hops going on, dodging some of them stickies, but
Yeah,
not
he did,
good
didn't
enough.
he? If only he just clicked on a D-ski. It was very low. I like Mint's position, standing underneath the his risk ranger sentry, standing underneath the catwalk on B. I mean, he's quite alone, but that's quite neat the way he's standing there. I like that.
Yeah, he's alone, but he can't get stabbed from that position. He can't. No one's going to focus him specifically because it's so far out of the way of every other player.
Yeah, and if anything, if like the spy tries to go for him, the sentry will turn around and shoot that spy. So
It's enough time that you can't even set the sentry and kill the NT at the same time. You see
I mean-
Amelia go down and asaaj goes down, and actually Uber comes out from long from CJ. Uber gets exchanged.
look at the positions of Ceejaey and D-ski, they're very aggressive. Ceejaey might get caught out here on defense by Steve Panda. Oh
He
no,
surfed
but he
onto
jumps
the roof.
onto the roof. Don't credit that as a serve, he just got air blasted, come on.
He surfed the air blast away. Where CJ gets taken down and so does Raptor.
That was really big.
hilarious.
I like what Adiski and Skeet were doing then. So it's really easy to shut down pushes if you just spam with a demo aggressively at the end of that tunnel. If you can hold the attacking team in that long tunnel exit for about 5 seconds, not only have they taken so much damage that none of them are going to commit and jump or anything out as soon as they come out of that tunnel, and they're often going to use their Uber really early too.
Just after that push, we did see Skeej get shot directly in the face as Cloud himself gets picked. You can see Hartz play very close.
Very,
Almost
very close
catching
to
out on
Emilio.
Neo.
Give him a little hug there.
A little half second of, wait, this isn't my teammate.
He was
Right.
chasing down CJ, who managed to escape the spawn with about 30 health.
They leave DJ with that slight advantage over Skeej, depending on who builds it. I mean, CJ's actually not building right the second. He's obviously resumed now, just hovering just below 50%. Where Skeej is already up at 40, as we see another
We
pause.
have another pause.
Just as it looks like Fair Enough are giving up B.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, fair enough for holding close to this choke, but they're definitely not gonna look to push over here.
Yeah, times through with Flash and Cloudy holding himself in that very strong position, just kind of peeking that window. Maybe see a Disky trying to get like a few kind of entry picks in a sense, to prevent, maybe just delay that push slightly. But you've still got 6 minutes for Oh, we've actually lost connection to the server, I think.
Oh
I
dear,
definitely
yeah,
have.
I have too.
So,
I believe
I
I'm
guess-
reconnecting now.
or
Yeah.
just being routed.
Oh,
It does seem that our server did crash because now we are watching Turbine.
Turbine.
Kakao2, I like your Christmas presents. We're going to be playing Turbine in the playoffs. There was that Turbine 6v6 Cup, so even Turbine Pro. But I guess we must wait for all the players to reconnect and I guess replay that round.
Yeah, I
actually being won
suppose
by
so.
CJ in Mumble.
What's going on, CJ?
Hey, the game's over. We won.
Hi guys.
Fair enough. Didn't for the STV, so
Yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah,
salty.
they,
Beef, I think.
they all just left the server.
You guys were
6-0.
just you were just about to push through C. We didn't get to see your last C push. What happened? Then
It
when you
was
were
a
pushing
very
C?
standard push. We just traded with Pyros. They didn't manage to really get people on the tower, so they were in a position where they have to scramble on it. And it just let us clean them up as they were going up and kind of get the point on our first attempt.
Nice.
Then I got 9k with a triple collateral. It was impressive.
No, you can get body shot. Sit down.
Hmm?
You get getting body shot. You can sit down.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get anyone from Fair Enough for interviews. Vast majority of them are still offline. I don't think they're going to be coming back on this evening.
Well, opinions. I was trying to figure out who your team captain was. I assumed it was CJ, as we saw CJ's face smashing in to the face of Hearts to claim your pre-heavy
Papa
fist
Carlos.
fight. I assumed Papa Carlos would make an appearance, and obviously he did. So I think that confirms your playoff spot. I think it proves some of the doubters of, oh, this shitty high team can't do well in Prem. You're going to get shat on by Stacked and Fair Enough and all these kind of established Prem teams, but looks
Well,
like
I mean,
you've
we
done...
always knew we were going to do well. So, because in the preseason, once we got our roster settled, we just practiced a lot, and we didn't lose any PCWs, any scrims until I think the first scrim we lost was our warm up against Highlander on Barn Blitz. Obviously, we lost our official.
You can really tell we've grown since that time as well. So we used to be really bothered about losing single scrims. Now we actually build up on them, and it shows in matches as well. They are much more calmer. They believe in themselves. They know their teammates have their backs. It's beautiful.
We didn't learn anything from winning all the time. So some of the defeats that came, we could actually iron out our mistakes. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why people have painted us as this kind of pantomime villain. It's oh, they're the bad guys. It's oh, okay. But
it's because
yeah.
Stacked aren't impressive anymore. Stacked are just bad now, so they're not worth the villain stats.
We can't
anymore,
bully Beep anymore. We have to just bully CJ instead.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. I mean, as long as we keep winning, you can bully whoever you want.
Well, I mean, this is only your second kind of win in the current streak, seeing as you lost the chess club. So I'm not trying to say don't get too full of yourself, but I think it will leave you.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we're
second.
a new team to Prem, and the only points we've dropped in officials was against the two teams that played in the final. So I don't think that's bad going for our first run at Prem. Okay, so we have people like Steve and Amelia who've got experience, but a lot of us, this is the first time, so I don't think that's bad going. And yeah, the chess official kind of screwed us up. Things went wrong, and on Steel, if you make one mistake, it can kind of cascade down. But since then, we've just kind of, like Steve said, we've just been going over stuff, and things just seem to be improving more.
Just picked up the pieces. Should lead you to a very easy win against Unpoppable, to be honest.
I want to hear from Hartz and Piddox who have joined us. Hartz, where did it all go wrong?
There's several things, several moments where we slightly unlucky or we played it badly. But one thing that annoyed me was that the item server kind of was down, so we couldn't switch our weapons a lot.
Oh, was it? We didn't notice that.
And in the second round, we cap out pretty fast, and then we go C and we see oh, they have 6 players in the tower, so we think, oh, let's go crit streak. It'll be easy. Then you can't switch to crit streak, and you're stuck on Uber.
I see, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
And 2 minutes later, you get to say, oh, let's go crit streak again. And it's still oh, we can. So that was a bit annoying. But
I think I saw chat
opinion,
somewhere.
played it well.
Some asking, we can't change our metagun. I think that was some strong opinions, but
yeah, it was between rounds, so it wasn't really an issue. Just had to restart and basically wait for it to come on.
Yeah, as we would have switched in the middle of the game.
Hearts breaking the pause rule. It's come back.
Hey, Steve, you technically, I said that you had your name even wrong. You had .tf then Steve Panda.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as the word itself is there, the auto thing doesn't pick it up.
I would
It'd
disagree,
be an issue if it was
but...
standard one. Otherwise, it's okay.
I mean, I would challenge it, but I'm not going to argue against the league admin.
Thank you.
Hartz, whose idea was it then to use the teleport when you push B? that takes you from the AC connector into spawn tunnels?
That was me. I came up with it a long time ago, but got never really the chance to use
Yeah.
it properly. So
Oh, you mean the Emilio teleporter?
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, it's the
Emilio
Emilio teleporter. Emilio inventing every TF2 strat.
We also set up our defenses with the Emilio sentry spot.
The Emilio sticky trap.
Yeah, of course.
And
No,
Piddox
but I
had-
think the teleporter worked quite well actually, because Sniper was standing in long watching to seaside, so we were able to pick him up and nobody saw us, I guess.
I suppose so, yeah.
Too sneaky, man.
Yep.
Too sneaky.
Piddox, what about your moment when you shine, jumping off the roof, defending B in the first round, onto the heads of Strong Opinions' combo classes, getting the big 3k?
Well,
How did
yeah,
that feel, man?
I just waited until the Uber faded, and then I just dropped into their faces.
You baited your team.
I
you
disagree.
could say
Took
that.
advantage of them.
I disagree. I think Piddox's standout moment was when the combo was pushing 1 and 2, and then suddenly he appears from long and just gunned down everyone, and we were like, "Oh, there's a heavy at long."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my best moment of that
I was
match,
at like
yeah, because-
89%. I was like, "No, Piddox."
And
Completely insane.
what about during that first pause, Piddox? Were you aware that you had Spy on your back and Emilio was above you, bearing down on you with his minigun?
The pauses
Yeah.
were delayed,
Or-
so it's
or
Pauses
the
in
same
a
pause
different
again,
month,
then.
but what?
Only
what's
we
that?
got to experience that then. When you were paused, you had Toast was like within stabbing distance of you, and Emilio was
Oh.
bearing down on you as well.
No, I don't remember. No.
You didn't get stabbed. You were right, man. You just got down by Emilio.
instead.
One thing I would ask, fair enough, is, I mean, I'll be honest, your second kind of push, your original push, wasn't that strong. It was, what, 9.5 minutes? One thing we noticed is you didn't rotate round through A as quickly as we thought. Who kind of decided right now to time we rotate round and push through like 4 or 5?
Well, that
Was
would
you,
be
Hartz?
my call. Well, how I did it basically was, okay, we were on one side of the map and we're about to have Uber. Sometimes we even had an advantage. So I thought, okay, let's just go in, try to get something done with this Uber. Then Ceejaey got headshot, so that didn't work out. And if we had downtime, then I thought, okay, we have the time to rotate and do something from the other side. Because on the A side, you have that third entrance into C, which helps out a lot, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Especially Clark utilising that to get the pick on CJ, just running out of that fifth exit all the way up the tower, just getting the big V shots on it.
And that as well. Like, that's proper annoying.
Yeah, but my team didn't do anything with it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I suppose so. It was difficult for you guys to get suicide waves out, wasn't it? Pushing from 1 and 2 because of the sentry, but that was one of the ones that seemed to work. Alright then, I suppose we're done here. Guess it's time to wrap it
Max,
up.
who's your player of the game?
Oh my god.
Man of the match. Your man.
I suppose
It's
it'll have to be
gotta
Piddox.
be Cloudy. It's gotta be Cloudy.
Piddox was the only one who made me score. Well, no, Cloudy told me in the pre-game. Cloudy told me, he said, I am going to kill Piddox. I am going to kill
Adiski.
Adiski. I said, I'm going to kill Adiski lots. And I believe in the first round you didn't kill him once, Cloudy.
Oh,
What's up with that, man? Come on.
Cloudy lied.
He's a slippery man. Piddox. It's hard to shoot.
There was a great moment when you were just kind of hopping around in long, avoiding him. I thought that was fantastic. And that's his call of, he just needs to click on him. And I thought, can't do that with a Machina.
Oh shit, was he using the Machina? See, I'm such a noob, I don't know these sniper weapons.
Yeah, see, the Machina, he can't just click on him because it will go clink and nothing will happen. I don't know, I'm not sure who I'd make man of the match. I think, I don't know, Bloodrun got a good pick on CJ right at the end, but yeah, Live vs Live thing wasn't
I'd have
exciting
to
as it could have been.
Flash for 1v4ing on defense.
This is true actually, yeah. On B when he picked Ceejaey as well.
Yeah, it was funny because Toast got Ceejaey down to 83. Then Flash saw him, jumped through the window, ignoring the medic, then out the window, and then got him like 3 seconds later.
Yeah, that was
Was
really
this while I
impressive.
was like pumping heals into him, and he couldn't out 1v1 Clark, so I had to
Probably.
shoot him with
Yeah,
an arrow.
after you died.
Oh yeah, on B, right? Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that.
So can we just
Pressure
clear
got
up?
to him.
It's always so funny
I'd-
when you're fighting a scout and expecting a backup, and there's no one there because everyone's dead, and I'm like, help, help, help.
Are there 3 playoff spots or are there 4?
3.
Free.
What's the
Three.
verdict now?
I believe there are 3, so it leaves Chess Club, Strong Opinions, and High Panda. So I think High Panda also the
No,
one.
we're not getting into it anymore. Also, it's these 3 teams for sure.
Oh, we can't make it anymore?
No, because
Top
Hamilton's
three? Oh.
1 point up, and even
You
if
can play
we
for
win-
relegation playoffs.
Yeah.
The realization,
Delegation.
When is the
Oh.
roster lockdown, guys? Roster
Oh,
lockdown.
no comment. No comment.
so quickly leave.
Probably
I
in 2
can leave
hours
for
off.
a high team to go for their playoffs, maybe.
Mhm.
The next
Alright
week,
then, any,
even
any
though no, it's not that necessary, but there's still another week left. We do have I think it's what I think
If that's for
Vida
the
or
logs,
product.
then.
Yeah, are you gonna give it your all against who against High Panda in week
Yeah,
7,
I
aren't
mean,
you? You're gonna smash him for us, guys. We love a High Panda loss.
Yeah,
I
I
do too.
suppose.
Do it for us.
You could say nice 6 points off.
They do have a
Yeah,
history of
exactly.
dropping points to bad teams.
Jesus, Steve. Calm it down.
Alright, have you got any shoutouts then? Shall we start from the top? Shall we start out with Anubis? He's been hiding up there in the mumble.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Shout out to my team letting me play again today, and shout out to V2 for sponsoring our team as well. And shout out to Menti.
Any shoutouts, CJ?
Yeah, whitelist.tf and VHU for sponsoring us, Asaaj for playing and doing awesomely as always, my team of course, and to you guys for casting. Thanks, I'll watch the VOD later.
I feel like I just want to ban the shout out to my team.
Yeah.
Of course you shout out to your team.
Shout out to my Sixes team as we won mid-playoffs as well, it just got announced
LOL
on
Sixes,
ETF2L, so
everyone cares
But
about
yeah.
it.
Congratulations.
Is it not true that you had Raptor murking pretty much every official? No.
yeah, and then we
Yep.
beat his team in the final, so we clearly didn't need him after all.
It wasn't Raptors team, any.
Yeah, it was.
Is it
What,
wasn't Raptor Premier?
Raptor played on Peril Puppies, and he played like 4 or 5 games for us. And in the final, we
Oh,
just had our
okay.
full roster and won anyway.
Alright, I don't want Sixes anymore. Clark, any shoutouts?
Chief2pickup.net, fair enough. Jacob Waddy.
Not Jake or Waddy.
Yes, Jacob
Ja,
Waddy.
Kovat.
Shoutouts, Cloudy.
Shout out to whitelist.tf, BlackOut Gaming, and Daniga and Yuxo.
Cool,
Shout
cool. What
out
about
to
you, Hartz?
John. Shout out to John and E2 John. Pete and the Scottish Pete. Let's not forget his main teleporter. That's one creative teleporter.
You mean Emilio Teller.
Yeah, sorry, Emilio teleporter.
Give credit is due.
Yeah.
Shout out Emilio as well, like making TF2 better.
Truly a revolutionary player. Piddox, make a shout out.
Yeah, do you have any other shoutouts, Piddox? Other than Emilio.
Shout out to Claudi's Nazi bot in his stream. Should really be nerfed.
And Steve?
Shout out to CJ for playing with an almost broken voice that actually now recovered. To Toast
What a
for
hero.
making balloon noises to motivate our team into victory. And Kaltu for making it so it's not version being played. And also Morphine for being Morphine.
What is the balloon noise? How does
Yeah,
one...
exactly. And what's the
What?
balloon?
Toast is
You have
Toast
to
is
be there
Balloon
too.
Boy. You just have to
Yeah.
be there.
We'll get an
Chinese boy
interview
lying
out of
a
him next
fake.
week, I suppose.
What? Please make it the noise
Yeah,
that
exactly.
we most familiarised with a balloon.
The chat.
Tell you what,
need
if we
this.
get casted next week, then we'll get Toast in here and he can do the balloon noise.
What do you mean
Oh,
if? You
I can't
mean
wait.
when?
Well, we've like 2 of our games haven't been casted or something because
That's because you're not.
we need
interesting
more
to
casters.
watch.
But now we've got these lovely guys doing casting. So
Well,
Maybe we just
CJ,
don't
why
want to
didn't you
cast you.
step?
I can cast
CJ,
the
why
finals
didn't you
now.
step up and cast your games yourselves?
well, I mean, some of these games are so easy. I could probably do that.
You just call
He's
that CJ dies. Or in the last Sixers game I watched CJ play in semi-finals, it was CJ dropped to an easy sticky trap.
Sticky traps are easy as long as your team calls them. You know.
But no, congratulations to Strong Opinions. Commiserations to Fair Enough. Miss out on playoffs. There's always next season, lads.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
you're used to it, guys. You've got thick skin now.
Maybe you could pick up a good medic like Asa.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
starting to make up the achievements. Like, we're the greatest team that never made the playoffs. Like, that's what I'm gonna say.
I don't know, maybe we'll see a kind of revelation from Stacked actually creating an amazing team, and Beep will climb his way
Please
out
no.
of mid-table.
Don't go there.
I want to give a quick shout out to Pollock, Maxi's dad, who loves tuning into his casts.
Oh, my dad doesn't watch
Hey,
much.
Dad.
Hi, Mr.
What-
Maxi.
I thought you were going to shout out that Weeb cat game you play all the time.
Ah, shout out to Nico Atsume, the Weeb Cat game that I play all the time, definitely. Big shout out to Tubbs for eating our food. That's right. Alright, I'm done with shout out.
But yeah, anyway, this has been week 6, Strong Opinions versus Fair Enough. I must have got your name. Sorry. I
Sponsored by TF2Pickup.net.
And
Yes.
Whiteley.tf.
And
yeah,
Whiteley.tf.
whatever.
Yes,
whatever. Come
Everyone
on.
is
Don't
sponsored.
Don't
Buy your
forget,
own
Strong
server.
Opinions is also sponsored.
Okay.
Everyone's sponsored. And we will see you next time.
Merry Christmas!